Mr. Granger clarified that he had no role to play in the appointment of former military officers to specific government posts. His remarks came in response to mounting concerns and criticisms about the appointment of former military officers to senior positions within state entities, and more recently, the appointment of former Chief of Staff of the Guyana Defense Force, Brigadier George Lewis, to the post of Deputy Chief Executive Officer of the Georgetown Public Hospital Corporation.
I have nothing to do with the appointment of the GPHC person or the CHP. They are human beings, they're citizens of Guyana, and they applied. I did not ask for them to be appointed. In fact, one of them was kind enough to say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't notify you before that I'm applying for such and such a post." So these were not my nominees.
The head of state is of the firm view that persons should be scrutinized based on their qualifications. The president also stressed that persons' interpretation of militarization of the state might be far from the true meaning of the phrase.
Have you seen me in uniform over the last 5 years? No. So the country is not being militarized, and the mere appointment of persons who had military service is not a sign of militarization.
Mr. Granger reasoned that in his cabinet there are only 2 ex-military officials and 5 lawyers, and this certainly does not mean he is trying to, quote, legalize the state, unquote. He stressed that hiring of former military officers started under the PPP.
Major General Joseph Singh was there before I got in. Major General Atlee was there before I got in. Colonel Chabi Ramsroop was at CDC. Colonel Francis Abraham was at CDC. Colonel Ann McLennan is the Chief Magistrate. Colonel Jawahar Prasad. In fact, up to quite recently, they were still serving officers. They're not even retired. So when you look at the list, when you look at the nominal roll of people who were employed by the Jagdeo Ramata regime, you'd see that they have been doing quite a lot of poaching, not only from the veterans of the Defense Force. But
President Granger said that the coalition is only carrying on the tradition because, as far as they are concerned, the ex-officers are citizens of Guyana, and if they are competent in any particular area, they should not be prevented from serving. Royden James, HGP Nightly News.